Hello, I'm back. I'm Danielle, Cardiff Stitcher here on FlossTube as well as on Instagram. I can see oh, it's the lamp. I hope it's not. Is that better? That's it. I could see the lamp reflecting in the camera. I was hoping it wasn't shining in your eyes. Anyway, I have not long posted my 2024 end of year whip parade, so if you want to, feel free to go and have a look over there. This is going to be my plans for 2025. I say plans because whenever I plan something, it doesn't always go to plan. So I was originally taking 10 whips through to 2025 with me to focus on them and try and get them either finished or further along, and I was using those as the temperature stitching. So the temperature stitching was, I think, the brainchild of Siska Stitches here on FlossTube. She had quite a range of temperatures, so I think what I can gather is she had a project for every temperature and she'd stitch on that project for however long. And then I've heard Jen the Caffeinated Stitcher and Stitcher Mummy took on their own take, and then Darren from Dizzy Stitcher has also taken his own take on it, I think. So I thought it sounds an interesting plan and I thought I'd give it a try. So basically what it is obviously in the US and over there they use Fahrenheit. Over here in the UK we use Celsius. So instead of having temperatures from 0 to, we get up, well, we go about -6 all the way up to maybe 28 if we're lucky, Celsius. But I thought instead of having so many whips, I was going to use the last digit of the temperature. So I'm going from 0 all the way up to 9. So I've got 9 different projects. And I'm going to use the high of the day. So I'll either check online to see what the highest temperature of the day is, or I'll ask Echo which one. And then I will focus on that piece for the evening, because at this moment in time I'm only getting about 2 hours to stitch in the evening if I'm lucky. That's if I'm not too exhausted and whatnot after work. Because I don't know if you'll know, but I was a childminder and then I've moved into a private nursery, and I leave the house at 7 in the morning. I don't get back until 6:15 in the evening. By the time you have dinner and everything, I don't tend to start stitching until about 8 o'clock, and that's if I'm lucky. If I'm not too tired, I end up going to bed. But we'll see how things go this year. But I'm using these as my highs, but I will also be doing whip go. Well, I'm going to attempt to do whip go. So what I'll show you first are the pieces that I will be using for my temperature stitching, and I will go through each number and then I'll show you that piece and where I'm at. I know if you've watched my latest whip parade, which I've just done, you will obviously see it in there, but this is just flow, just go with the flow. So my temperature stitching starting with 0. So if the highest is 0 or it ends in a 0, say it's the highest is 10 or is 20, I will be using Mini Meditation. So I'll stitch on that. And this is where I'm at with that. So I'll focus on this for either the evening, or if it happens to fall on a weekend, I'll stitch on it for an hour, and then my weekend stitching is Animal Panorama if I get a chance. So So I'll either stitch on it for the weekend, for the evening, or an hour on the weekend. So that's mini meditation. That's the temperatures ending in 0. Temperatures ending in 1 is going to be Santa's visit. And as you may have seen earlier, that's where I'm at with Santa's visit. No, it's the wrong way. That's where I'm at with Santa's visit. So I'll be starting from there. So hopefully throughout the year, if I manage to keep up with it, some of these projects will see a decent amount of stitching done on them. But obviously you've got to give, it's give and take, isn't it, with life? I mean, might become ill, might be too busy. Things just happen as they happen. Number 2 is, sorry, 2 seconds. I listened to a webcam from the Kruger National Park in South Africa on YouTube, and it's just come up with an advert. So obviously you would have heard the advert. I do apologise. But if you hear, there we go. If you hear it in the background, the crickets and whatnot, that's because it's the camera, the Juma cam. Anyway, so for temperatures ending in 2, I'm going to be doing Flether of Jellyfish. So the main one, the big one you see there. And this, oh dear gosh, is, can't get out. Yes, that way. This is my starting point. I quite like this one because it's easy stitching. There's nice blocks of stitching in that one. When I get into it, I get into it. So I'm secretly hoping that's an evening call. Temperatures ending in 3 will be Butterfly Faye. Yep, Butterfly Faye, QS Butterfly Faye by Heaven and Earth Designs. And that's where I'm at. So I'll be starting from there. And then temperatures ending with 4 will be Quick Stitch Star Dragon. Again, Heaven and Earth. Oops, I just threw my thread all over the table. And this is where I'll be starting with him. I don't iron the pieces, there's no point until I'm finished because they get folded up and put in the bags anyway. I just think if you iron it too much you could damage it. So that's for temperatures ending in 4. Temperatures ending in 5. Hey, wait a minute. Yeah, Star Dragon for temperatures ending in 4. I got myself confused then. Temperatures ending in 5 is Quick Stitch Seahorse. That's what it will look like. Another Heaven and Earth design. And this is the one I thought I'd stitched on, but I haven't. That's where I'll be starting from. And I'm stitching the background for this one because it's different. It's not just blues, it's just different backgrounds, different threads, different colours. So that will be temperatures ending in 5. I have tried doing it the end of this year, but there's been a week where I was ill with the flu and I haven't done any stitching whatsoever. So I was going to try and catch up on the weekend, take notes of the temperatures and try and catch up on the weekend, but that's not happening. It's just not working out. So depending on how many days I'm missing the week will depend on if I can catch up on the weekend. If I can't, I can't. It doesn't matter. 2 minutes, sorry. I'm not one to drink while I'm doing a floss tube, but I'm quite thirsty. So for temperatures ending in 6 is Mini Sunflower Cottage. That's what it will look like. Another Heaven and Earth. And this is where I'm at so far. Yeah, that's where I'm at so far. So those are for temperatures ending in 6. So either 6, 16, 26, -6. And then temperatures ending in 7. Oh dear. Sorry, I just got rid of what I wanted. Temperatures ending in 7 is none other than Animal Panorama. I've included it because I want to get as much stitching on it as possible. So I want to get as far along as possible, really. So that's what it'll look like in the end. I did take it out of the Q-snap earlier for my whip parade. I'm not doing that again. So if you want to have a look at how much I've done so far, go back to my whip parade. But this is where I'll be starting at. Yeah, so that's that one. So that's for temperatures ending in 7. Temperatures ending in 8 will be Plant a Garden by Doreen Jones from her Etsy shop. And then just fold the piece in half. That's where I'm at. So that's the bottom. So that's, like I said before, full crosses, half crosses, back stitch. I'm not sure about French knots. Yeah, so that's temperatures ending in 8, and then temperatures ending in 9 will be Blue Monarch Sunflower by Artsy. That's what it will look like when it's finished. Again, I took it out of the Q-snap a bit earlier. I'm not doing that now. That's where I'll be starting from. So over here is just some of the butterfly, but I'll be starting from there. I'm going to finish this page and then I'm going to probably work across to the top, the other side. But my plans change, my stitching changes. I stitch wherever I fancy going. Most of them are, I don't know, what is it, the typewriter method or something, but I haven't got a stitching technique as such, except for on my Animal Panorama. That is typewriter method. And then the other one I'll be focusing on, not necessarily for a temperature, but I want to carry on with my Winnie the Pooh Wednesdays. Hashtag Winnie the Pooh sale, hashtag Winnie the Pooh Wednesdays, that sort of thing. No, not that one. This one. So I'll be carrying on with that until I finish that. And that's where it's at. Just the few beads at the top and then the back stitch. And then once that's done, I'll carry on. I'll start that for another Wednesday. How that will work out with regards to the temperature stitching, don't know. We'll see how it goes as we go. Okay. Now, whip go. I wanted to try and take part in Whip Go this year. I did try it a few years ago, but I set myself such big targets I didn't end up finishing any of them. I just stopped, which is fine. You're allowed to, your rules. So this year I'm doing Whip Go, and because it's 2025, obviously I'm not going to do 2025 stitches. I'm going to do 2025 stitches. They are going to be, the pieces that I show you are going to be on the Whip Go on the board twice. So there's a good chance if they get the same numbers get called, they'll be stitching on them twice in that month. Obviously I'll have the month to stitch on them. As it stands, I aim to stitch on them the first weekend in the month, possibly, depending on how things are going. I don't know. I'm just going to give it a try. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. I've tried. So I'm going to, they're down here in the box, so I'm obviously having to reach down. So for number 1 and number 14, I think it is, I'm going to be doing Silver Creek samplers, Lighting the Way. This is a paper chart, so I don't know, I'll count the stitches, I'll do the biggest stitch area, I don't know, we'll figure it out, I'll figure it out. And this is where I'm starting from. I think that's, no, it's that way. So I'll be starting from there. So 2025 stitches, whenever 1 and 14 are called. And then, I didn't pull out a different, I called for a project for some reason, Minnie in the Sunshine, but I haven't even started that, so I don't even know why I called for it. So instead of that, I'm going to do, let me just change this a sec. It's called Recipe for a Happy Child. I don't have the cover photo because I was gifted this and I can't find it. It's such an old piece, I can't even really find it online. I think it was a Joan Elliott piece or a Design Works or something like that. But for numbers called, for number 2 and number 15, I'm going to stitch on Happy Child. Recipe for a Happy Child, sorry. So that's what it will look, that's what it's looking like when I start. Next one, I think I already put it in, Star Dragon. I showed you that just now. Did I show you that just now? I think I did. And that's for numbers 13 and 16. And then, no, not numbers 13, number 3 and 16. Number 4 and 17 is going to be Tropical Friends. So that's what it will look like. I've got dinner on the go, so I just got to keep an eye on it. And that's where it is when I finish, or when I start, I should say. Sorry, 2 seconds. Sorry about that, I'm back. So yeah, Tropical Friends, and that's where I'll be starting from. And that will be for numbers 4 and 17. And then number 5 and 18 will be Story Keep Beach Bliss from Hade. Tropical Friends, sorry, is from Charting Creations. And that's where I'm starting at. So that'll be numbers 5 and 18. Did I show you Dragon Guardian? I can't find it. Can you believe it? I just had a whip and now I can't find it. What on earth have I done with that? Right, hello, I'm back. I don't know what happened. My phone just decided to stop recording, so I don't know. I went through it, deleted some stuff, done dinner in the meantime and everything. So I thought I'd finish off this part. I was looking for the QS Dragon Guardian, then I realised I haven't actually started that, so I'm not planning on doing any new starts. So instead I'm going to use WIPGO number 6 and 19 for the beach cell, and this is where it stopped recording because I was just about to show you the picture and then I realised it wasn't recording. But anyway, there's the chart from Lauren at Flossabilities, and this is where I'm starting from. So that's going to be the starting point. So we'll see how much I get done on that one. And then for numbers 7 and 20, it's Butterfly Kisses, which, did I show you that earlier? Oh, 2 minutes. Hello. Okay, so I'm driving myself crazy here. I'm looking for a project which I've written down, which is completely the wrong project, and said project I haven't even started. I'm looking for Butterfly Kisses, which, if I just quickly show you, it's by Hade. The artist is Nadia Tate, and it's that one, right? I haven't even started that one. I haven't even kitted it up. So why on earth I wrote it down, I don't know. The one I was supposed to be showing you, which was the one I picked up, and I thought, that's not what it says. The one I meant to write down is Butterfly Fae. Now, you can understand why I kind of got confused. Butterfly Fae, Butterfly Kisses, both by Nadia Tate, both charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. So I just spent the last 10-15 minutes looking for Butterfly Kisses when I thought, let me go into Pattern Keeper and see what percentage it's at, to only go and find out, like I said, I haven't even started it. So clearly I should have written Butterfly Fae, not Butterfly Kisses. So for numbers 7 and 20, I'll be working on Butterfly Fae, which I'm pretty sure I showed you already, but seeing as I've now got it, and I've just got myself in the right old faff, I'm going to show it to you again. So numbers 7 and 20, I'll be stitching on Butterfly Fae, and that's where I'm starting at. And now you see why things don't go to plan, because I get myself so confused so easily. 1,000,001 things going around in my head. Well, in there, at least while looking for Butterfly Kisses one, I actually sorted out my my whips, and I've put the whips that I'm working on in the next year into one box, and the ones that I'm not working on in another box, and the ones that I need to show you are here. So I suppose there's some sort of organized chaos now, kind of. Right, then for numbers 8 and 21 is going to be All Things Bright and Beautiful. That's what I'm calling it anyway. It's from Just Cross Stitch, August 2017. That's what it will look like when it's finished. Now I'm calling it All Things Bright and Beautiful because that's basically what the verse says. I don't know what it's called in the magazine, I'm sorry. I don't actually have the magazine. I've got this as a from my free library app. And this is where I'm starting. So I've just started the bottom border and I'm starting on my way up. And I think I might just start the next border inside and then the letters. So if you look there, that there, it's not just one solid line, it's a row of crosses, then a space, and then another row of crosses, and then you've got the alphabet border. So I might just start on that. Do it that way. So that is numbers 8 and 21. I'm taking them off as I go so I know I've showed you them. Numbers 9 and 22 are the Emma Congdon, one, You Are My Sunshine. And that's where I'm starting at. I don't actually have the cover photo for it. And as it is, I've got to try and splice these two videos together. Me and technologies don't work well. But anyway. Then for numbers 10 and 23, I'll be working on Snowflake Wonder, another Heaven and Earth design. And this, where I'm starting. 20 count it is. Tiny stitches. I think. Put the eyes on. I think it's, yeah, 1/1, I think. Can't see it in this light. Normally I'm over there in the corner in my stitching light, but yeah, it looks like 1/1. Okay, and then number 11 and 24 is Mini Meditation. That's what it will look like. It says it's mini. It's absolutely massive though. It's 325 stitches wide by 325 stitches high. I mean, that's no mini to me. That's huge. Anyway, that's where I'll be starting. And then numbers 12 and 25 are Sunflower Cottage. I've showed it to you already, but I'll show you again. Mini Sunflower Cottage by Heaven and Earth Designs. And that's where I'm starting from. So that's that one. And then number 13, because number 13 is choose your own sort of thing. and I'm going to be stitching on my piece that is closest to a finish. And I reckon my piece that is closest to a finish is Bambi. I've just got the back stitch to do on Bambi. Or have I done the back stitch and just got to do all the threads are stuck around the needles? Oh gosh. I've done I've done all of Bambi. It's just the writing and the little stars I've got to do next. There you go. And then the back stitch, the cloud. So it's not much. And then that one will be done. And that, excuse me, will be my whip go. So, like I say, those are my plans, my loose plans for the year ahead. Well, 2025, I'll start them, obviously. I might start them tonight. No, I won't start them tonight. It's 10 to 9 now. 28th of December, if anyone wants to know. But see how much time I get to stitch. I might just work on this for a bit, since I haven't touched it for so long. This was actually a rack, Random Act of Kindness, and I'm sure that was a rack. Yeah, I thought it was a rack. It was a gift, a Random Act of Kindness from Michaela from Munich. She gifted it to me on the 5th of May 2022. So, and I've only done a little bit on it. So I thought tonight I will put a bit more into that. So yeah, oops, sorry. So that's it. I know it's a bit of higgledy-piggledy and all jumbled together and all that. I do apologise. That's how I am. Anyway, that's it for now. So enjoy your stitching, and I shall speak to you in the next video. Take care. Bye.